Good morning, everybody. Well, I'm out here on the water today on my brand new 2025 21-foot flats cat. I did take it out the other day for the very first run, but I was doing a lot of motor break-ins on this brand new motor, so I didn't really want to get a lot of video or to deal with that. I didn't do a whole lot of fishing, but today I'm out here running the boat to its kind of full potential. Running real shallow. The water today is super low. It has been like that well over a week now, and it's down about 2 feet. Even when I ran my boat for the first time the other day, ran in some areas that I thought were pretty deep, and still ended up scratching my boat day one. But it is inevitable. Hated to do it on the first day, but it's going to happen where I run. So I run a lot of back lakes. I run a lot of really shallow water, so it's bound to happen. Might as well get it over with. Anyway, I'm out here today. I do want to show you though, yeah, especially for my being out here, brand new boat, brand new everything, kind of how I set up my boat. A lot of people ask kind of what you put in a boat, some of the things that you need, how you set it up. And so I'm going to do a quick little run through of, on a brand new boat, exactly what I put in here. So let's talk about it. First, let me show you the boat. So here it is, the 2025 21-foot flats cat. So got all of that set up. I do have the trolling motor there. We do have 3 storage units. Got the live well storage under there, which is really nice because I don't have the leaning post, which allows a little bit extra storage, so I don't have that. So it's really nice to have a ton of extra storage there. I also have quite a bit of room underneath the console here, so I can throw bags like that. I do have these awesome seats that are custom truck mounted seats. These are from Sea Shocks. I will post some info about that. And then I am running the Minn Kota Raptor on with this Suzuki. But anyway, let's talk about how I set this all up. Now, when I set my boat up, I like to be really organized. I like to know where everything is. There's nothing worse than being out here needing something and then having to go through all your compartments to try to figure everything out. So I set up every compartment, all my storage in this boat in a very organized way, so I know exactly where everything is. So we'll start at the front. Kind of look at these 3. First, this one here in the middle. It's the easiest compartment to get to because it is right in the middle. So that is where I put all the flotation devices, PFDs, the throwable flotation. It's a compartment that everybody can get to really easy. So that's what I do right in the middle. On this side is everything that I wear. So inside here, I've got boots, jackets, waders, all of that. So I do have a pair of wading boots. I also have these NRS boundary boots. If you guys don't know what these are some of the best footwear for water. They're fantastic. They're very difficult to find, so if you ever get your hands on one, great. I also put in a set of waders in case I ever want to go wading. Same thing with the wading bag, wading belt. That's in here. These are the new Grundens waders here. And then I put in some bibs in case it ever starts raining on me. So these are real nice to have. These are also Grundens, but yeah, if I ever get caught into a storm or anything like that, I can throw these on real quick, stay completely dry, don't have to worry about that. I also throw a jacket in here for the same reason. If it ever starts storming really bad, I can put on my waterproof jacket. That's also Grundens. Obviously, pretty much everything I wear is Grundens. As you can see, even this shirt is Grundens. So yeah, that's that's what I put in that compartment. Now in the far left compartment, this is where I put all extra tackle. I am using the Busby box in there, and inside there is 4 different tackle boxes inside that bag. All of them are organized separately, so I have soft plastics in one, I have top waters in another, I have corkies, and then I have all my terminal tackle, and all of that stays in there in case I ever need anything. That's where it is. I also have a bucket. Now this is a collapsible bucket, which is really nice. I can sit there and pop it in and out. You never know when you need a bucket, and I don't like having the like a big bucket bouncing around on the boat, so I bought that collapsible bucket. I think it's like 10 bucks, something like that. You never know when you need one. They are great to have, you know, if you want to get any water, or you know, you need to ever bail anything out. It's good to have. It's just or just throw things in. It's good. Sometimes you know, for that I'll pull it out if I've got people on the boat. We need a trash can. That's where it goes. I pull out the bucket, pop it out, throw it under the console, and we have a trash can to throw our trash so it doesn't end up in the water. So all right, next I do want to show you my main console storage, which is kind of where I put everything that I use regularly. So anyway, let me open that up. Now, because I don't have a leading post storage where I can just kind of throw a lot of stuff in there, I put most of that in here. And to keep it all organized so it's not just bouncing around, we got all of these Tupperware containers. And so in here, you know, I keep sunscreen, any medicine, wipes, first aid kit. Obviously, I'm gonna have a fire extinguisher on board, but I also put things like a thermocell in here for days when we have really bad mosquitoes. Keep a pair of extra sunglasses. Those are super cheap sunglasses, but great to have. All of this stuff is real easy to access. Throw it in there and go. This is also where I put my pistol when I'm on the water, so I don't have it on me. But so there's that. I have a box just for tools, and inside here I've got different pliers, I've got scissors, I've got bogas, I've got hook extractor, more pliers, more bogas, all of that. I keep those real nice and neat inside here, so I can you know, pull this out whenever I need them. Have tools for everything, and these are only fish related tools. I do have a separate toolbox I'll show you in a minute, keep in the back. Now, one thing that I think everybody should have are some of these bags. So I've got different sizes, this one, and then I've got these two. These are waterproof. So inside these I put things like my keys, fishing license, wallet if I'm getting out wading, anything that's in my pockets, I can keep it in there, keep it dry, don't have to worry about it. Next, I keep a bag of random tackle. Now this is kind of where I keep the stuff that I use regularly. I put all of that stuff on in here, extra lures, extra popping corks, fishing line, all the stuff that I want to access really quickly. Now if there's, you know, if I start running out, or if there's something that I need more, you know, I need to switch to top waters or whatever, then I do go back to my big storage where I have all of the big tackle. But this is all the stuff that I use pretty regularly, so there's that. Another thing, always keep dude wipes to wipe your hands when you get slime on your hands, or if you need to use the bathroom out here. These are great to have. Now up here I do have this kind of recessed area. That's where I throw my phone, any of that. So real quickly, I want to show you guys something that is just awesome. My buddy Mario Luna. He makes he owns a company called Max Traps, and he makes things like this. And he made me a whole set. I asked for a lanyard so that I could put both my remotes on there. That's my Raptor and my trolling motor remotes. I also have on here the Angler's Anonymous whistle. So all that stuff goes on here. This is what I asked for, but what he gave me was this lanyard, which is really nice. These, you know, you tie them in, they unclip. It's really nice and soft and comfortable. If you notice, a lot of the other lanyards, after wearing them all day, especially with this weight, they'll just rub on the back of your neck and they're awful. So these, they're a lot more comfortable. They're really, really soft. But beyond this, he also gave me a my key, a floating key thing that matches. And then lastly, he gave me a matching kill switch cord. I haven't connected that yet. I will. I've got to get all the sizes. But anyway, he is selling all of these over at Anglers Anonymous. They carry them. He carries them in a bunch of different colors. I got the black and gray because that's the color of my boat and it matches. But they're great. Love the quality. I had one on my last boat. Did not match this one. I didn't want, you know, a bright colored lanyard and all that when everything on my boat is black and gray. So he did give me all of those. You can buy those individually over at Anglers Anonymous. So there's all of that. There's my keys. I also, on top of me, I keep here's my remote stuff, remote carriage for the Raptor. And then in the back, in this compartment here, at the moment I don't keep anything in here. It's a spare storage, which is also really, really nice to have in case, you know, there's something I need to pick up and throw in there. This side, I've got a few things. I've got my Bubba scale, I've got all of the floats for the scale, and then in this here looks like a cooler lunchbox, and it looks like that because that's exactly what it is. It's waterproof, you know, to keep liquid in. So it's also waterproof to keep liquid out. And so that, instead of using like a regular tool bag that can rust and all of that, I use that. It is a, you know, it's a little igloo that is soft, so I can put a bunch of tools in there. And so that's where I put all my tools. I'm not going to go over all of the tools. I've just kind of hand selected things that I know I need. Tools for the trolling motor, because that regularly is an issue when you're out here. Random tools. I got a toolkit with the Suzuki when I bought the boat, so that's in there. A bunch of wrenches in case and then some electrical stuff in case batteries or any of that. But that is basically how I set up my boat. Real easy, real organized. Now when it comes to like measuring sticks and things for fish related stuff, I do keep some of that underneath my console. I have a foldable one in the back as well, just in case. So I think I'm going to change that up. Switch back over to the check-it stick. Oh, looks like we got fish behind us. So yeah, that's my boat. That's how you set it up.